Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's so freaking cold, and if the lighting looks a little crazy, I have a window that's like right over that away, and the sun is like very bright today even though it's so windy and cold. It was like in the 20s this morning, so I'm like waiting for snow any day now in my place. It still hasn't snowed yet, but I would love to see some snow on Christmas Day. That would be nice. But this morning, I took a little break this morning, had me a couple cups of coffee. Ever since the cold came, I've been loving my coffee. And I watch Sarah Ray Vargas on YouTube. She has the Vlogmas channel, and she does coffee, and she got me into putting a little whipped cream on your coffee. It is so good. And I even got the little syrups. If you watch my TJ Maxx and Marshall's video, I recently had gotten this like sugar-free salted caramel, the syrup add-ins that you can put in, like what Starbucks uses and everything. And I've been putting just a little bit of that in, and one packet of stevia in my coffee with a little bit of milk, and then a little whipped cream on top. And then this morning I ended up we had sugar-free caramel syrup that you put on your ice cream. So I drizzled a little bit of that sugar-free caramel on top of my whipped cream, and it was so good. That was really, and I've been like addicted. I've been doing that like for the past whole week, last week, and this week so far. I've still been doing it. It's probably not a good habit because it's literally been my breakfast for the last week. And this week I've just been having a couple cups of coffee for breakfast, and that's been it. I eat lunch and then dinner and then everything. But that's my whole story. I took a break and was watching like a couple of the Vlogmas channels I watch. So I was watching a couple of those this morning, having coffee, and then I decided to come in here and film for you today because I finally got my order from Melt Cosmetics. I ordered the Beetlejuice palettes. I wanted the Beetlejuice mirror too, and I think they called them lip paints, and I wanted the shade in Weirder and Weirder because it was black with like a purple flip to it, but it was sold out. That one was sold out, so I missed the lip paint and I missed the mirror, but I did get the palettes, and last time I checked, the palettes were still in stock, but I'm gonna post this video probably tomorrow. But I will check my description box. I will post there on whether or not they are still in stock today. I haven't looked today to see if they're still in stock. But I got the recently deceased palette. And I just love, I know everybody's been talking about this part 2. And I left them in here. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. But I love that it came with the negatives. It came with like a negative where you can see the scene from Beetlejuice. I'll show it to you this way. I love that they incorporated that over to cover the shadows. But this one is the recently deceased palette. And it is a beautiful purple and green. I just love the color story. I love purples and greens, and especially together, they look so cute. So I'm very excited. I'm going to do one eye with this palette and then one eye with the waiting room palette. I'll show you the waiting room palette. This one looks really gorgeous too. And it has a negative film too with the sawed in half lady on it. And this is what it looks like. This really interested me because of these like dark red and maroon shades. And then I like that there's like this gray and black row here too. So I'm going to try to do one eye with this palette and then my other eye with this palette today for you, so we can get a look out of both palettes and see how they perform, whether we like them. So I think I'm going to do the waiting room on my right eye and then the recently deceased palette on my left eye over here. And I guess I'll start out with the waiting room palette. Let me take my glasses off. I haven't put foundation or anything on. Not yet. I like to do here lately I've been liking to do my eyes first and then going in with my foundation and concealer and stuff. So, trying to find, it's right in front of my face. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Primer to prime my eyes, because y'all know it's my favorite. If you don't know and you're new here, the Putty Eye Primer from e.l.f. Cosmetics is my favorite eye primer. I use just a little angled brush to apply it. It's a Moda Pro brush. It's called the Precision Angle Brush, and I just use it to apply it to my eyes. And I use just a light coating. I use it very lightly. Yeah, I always see on like Instagram and everything where they put like this big old coating of eye primer on your eyes, and you don't need that thick layer of eye primer on. You just need a little bit. For me, if I put too thick of a layer of eye primer or any eye primer on, then it feels heavy on my eyelids and gives me a headache. So I cannot put too heavy of an eye primer on my eyes. And so I just go in with a brush and just do a light layer on my lids. And I've been obsessed with my e.l.f. Cosmetics one. I have the white one right now I'm using. I also have one that's like a nude color that's like my skin tone that I like too. It's in rose, I think is the color of that one. It's called Rose. Jump in here with my rougher brushes. Y'all know I like my rougher brushes. I've been getting these. I got these from the concept store the few weeks ago, and I've been loving these brushes. I think they just apply your foundation. I think the rougher brushes just apply your eyeshadow so good. And it blends them out so easy. I'm so sorry about the lighting. But do I look like an angel? I feel like I look like an angel with this lighting. Oh. In that case, I'm not sorry. But hopefully you'll be able to see good. I'm going to have to get like blackout blinds to put right there. Actually, on my screen right now, it looks pretty good. I'm probably going to be shouting when I go to edit this, though. I'm like, what are you talking about? This looks horrible. Let's go in with our waiting room palette first. I'm going with my reference number 13. Oh, no, it's the 15. Sorry. My reference number 15. And I think I'm going to go in with the gray, this Shrunken Head shade. Shrunken Head shade. It's this one right here. Sorry if it's hard for you to see. I don't know what to do about... I have blinds there, but there's no way to, like, block it from coming into the side of the blinds. So I hope you can see this. So I decided to do the waiting room palette on my right eye here because I can actually... I don't know. This is, like, my good eye. And I feel like these deeper, smokier looks, they just look better. They look so much better on, when you can, they're just more difficult, you know? It's not as easy to blend out a deeper, smokier look as it is anything else. Especially Melt, because you know Melt Cosmetics can be so hit or miss, So far, this one's blending out pretty good, this gray shade. It does seem like a tad bit darker on my eye than it is in the palette, but I like it. Going with my rougher 14 now. It's a little bit smaller blending brush. I think I'm going to go in with Obituary, which is the first red shade right here. Oh, look, the sun went away, but my picture looks pretty good now. Thank you, sun, for moving. So I'm going to go with Obituary, and I'm going to stick this in my crease too. More precisely in my crease. It's definitely going to be more of a deeper, smokier eye over here. I don't know if it's really looking red though. It just looks like it looks like a little hint of red mixed with the gray. It's mixing good, but it doesn't look like really gray or really red. I'm going to go into my outer corner with the shade next to it called No Exit. It's just a deeper version of that shadow. It looks like more of a deeper maroon type red. I'm gonna just put that in my outer corner. I'm gonna take my even smaller blending brush. Or no, I'm gonna wipe this off and I'll take this too. I'm gonna go a little bit into the shade Tombstone, I think. I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'm gonna take a little bit of this, not the 15. I'm gonna go in with my rougher 16. I'm gonna take a little bit of this Sandworm shade. It's like a bone white shade, and I'm just gonna do that like my brow bone. Oh, that is a pigmented shade. I just barely tapped into it. Just want to do a little bit on my brow bone, kind of like a highlight of the brow bone. And it looks pretty good, actually. I do have to say these shades are performing pretty good. I'm gonna go in with my glitter glue now. And I think I'm gonna go with a red shade on my lid too. So I can't find my mermaid brush. I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just gonna use this flatter. It's the Alamar Cosmetics brush. The writing's already going off the handle, but it's an Alamar Cosmetics brush. I haven't used it too much, but I'm gonna use it to. I'm gonna use it to apply glitter glue to my eye, and then I'll use it for the shimmer too. I'm gonna use a red shimmer, I think, on my eye today. Just gonna apply this to my eye. I'm gonna go into this shade Salt Girl, which is this shade right here. And it just looks so pretty. It has like purpley glitters in it. It looks really pretty. So I'm gonna take that one and put it on all over my lid today. And it is really pretty. Oh, this is a beautiful shade. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. It just looks so beautiful in person. I don't know if it's really translating on camera how gorgeous that looks, but it looks really pretty in person. Wiping that off so I can use it for my next eye. I'm going to go back into, I think, the gray. I'm going to mix the gray and that red shade that I was using. I'm going to go back into those two. And then just run it over my crease. Then I'm going to go back into that darker shade that I was using. No exit on the outer corner. And I'm just going to do a little bit of blending here too. Just tapping it over the edges so it can kind of blend in with what I got going on in my outer corner. Hey, we got our dark and smoky look going on over here now. I'm going to wipe these brushes real quick. So I'm going to use the same brushes for my other eye. I'm liking this darker, smokier look. Okay, I'm going to go into the other palette now. Into the recently deceased palette. I'm so excited for this one. I'm going to do, I think on this one, I'm going to do like purples in my crease. And then put a green shadow on my lid. And then underneath my eyes, I think I'm going to do the greens under my eye. We'll see. First, I'm going to go in with my Rapper 15, like I did on the other one. And I'm going to go into this shade of Bio Exorcist, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm so excited for this one. This one's like my favorite. I love purples and greens together, so I can't wait. This is also going to really test the palette to see how good it is, because purples are harder to formulate. Very pigmented. I think I'm going to go in with this other shade. The only thing is that I don't like is there's like only there's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers for each one, which I guess is good. But I kind of wish they would have had one more matte shade, I guess, to have. But I'm going to go in with Lost Souls, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that in my outer crease. Because there's nothing, I don't know what else to put in. I wanted to go with all purples in my crease today, so I'm not going to go in with another shade. I'm just going to go in with this one. This one's going to be like the more bright, colorful look. I might go in with a different brush and try to put more purple just precisely in my crease. I'm gonna go in with this little, it's a smaller, that's the one I meant to use. Maybe I'll just wipe this one off. I'm gonna go into that purple that I used just on my lid. And I'm gonna try to build it up just on my crease to be like a little bit deeper. I'm going back into Bio Exorcist I used first. And I'm just gonna put this more precisely in my crease. Just to try to build up the shade a little bit. Feel like I want more pigment, more color. I'm gonna go back into that flat brush. What do I do with it? Oh, I found my Tar Mermaid brush. I'll use that one on the side. I don't know why this is just my favorite one, but it's my favorite one. You know what? I'll just use the other one this time since I already used it once. I'm gonna use that one. I need to wash my Tarte Mermaid one. I haven't washed it in a little bit. I need to get better about washing my brushes more. I've been using the NYX glitter glue. It's just what I have. I want to try, Elf has one that I want to try to see how their glitter glue is. Oh, I hit you guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go in with do I want to do Paranorman? I think I do. I really want to do that neurotic shade though. It's like I really want to put I want to go in with neurotic all over my lid, but I feel like that's going to make a great inner corner highlight on this side. So I think I'm just going to go into Paranorman, which is the deeper green, and put it on my eye. We're doing more deeper looks today anyway, so why not? I was watching it out on my hand to see which one I wanted. Deeper look will probably look good anyways, with us going in. Just going with that Paranormal. Gonna stick it right here. Okay. There's that shade. Looks really good. I'm gonna go back into the first purple shade I used, Bio Exorcist. And just one little dip into it, and I'm gonna just put it in my crease to kind of blend. So here's what we got going on so far. But I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go off camera and finish the rest of my face, and then I'll be back and we'll finish up the eye look. Okay, I'm back. I put my foundation, concealer, set my face, you know, the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, which I like because it's like a very natural glow from within highlight. And then my lipstick, I went ahead and applied my lipstick. So I ended up sticking on some black lipstick since I really wanted the weirder and weirder shade. I just went with a black lipstick I have. And if you want to know everything else I've used on my face, check my description box down below because I will have everything listed there for you guys so you know what else is on my face. And there'll be like links to Ulta or wherever else if you want to buy, but obviously they're not affiliate links because I'm such a small channel. It's just links so it's easier for y'all to get to them to buy them. So I think I'm going to go in back into the Waiting Room palette. And I'm going to take this rougher brush. Are we surprised? The number 13. And I'm debating on what to do underneath. I think I'm going to go in with just the reds under my eyes to see how they do. So I think I'm going to go in with Obituary and put it underneath my eyes. This shade right here. And I'm just going to tap a little bit. Just one little tap. And then go under my eye with it. Well, that was definitely a good choice. And then I'm going to go just tap in a little bit in the deeper shade, no exit. And I'm going to use that just on the outer third of my eye. And then connecting it back up with the rest of the shades. There's that look we got going on here. And I think for my inner corner, I'm going to try. Hopefully it's not too Where's my pencil brush? Well, my pencil brush. Oh, there it is. Taking my little rougher pencil brush. It's the number 3. It's a very tiny inner corner eye brush. It's like slanted a little bit from where I've been using it. I'm going to take, and on my inner corner, I'm going to try to go in the shade Juno, which is just like a shimmery silver gray shade. Hopefully it's not too dark for my inner corner. I thought that would make a good inner corner highlight for this eye. I'll take just a little bit under my eye too. There we go. It's not like a super bright inner corner highlight, but I think it looks really good with this look I got going on right here. Try to just build it up. I think it looks really good with the look I have going on here. And then whatever's left over, I'll just go ahead and sweep it underneath my brow bone. Let's go back into the recently deceased palette. Like I said, I was going to do greens under the eye since I did purples in the crease. So I think I'm going to go in first with Beetlejuice. One's like a mustardy yellow and the other one's like a very chartreuse green, chartreuse color. I think I'll go in with Draw a Door first and put it like all over my crease. And then I'm going to go in with a Beetlejuice and just put that on my outer corner, the outer third of my eye. We'll see how this works. I have to say, I'm not in love with this green shimmer that's on this eye. I really wish I would have used the other shimmer and then just used it for my inner corner too. But it is already done. I'm going to go in with that Draw Beetlejuice shade. That's just going to go my outer third. I'm liking the green under my lid. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go in with my pencil brush again. This time I'm going into the green shade that I want to put all over my lid. And I wish I would have, because I have to say I'm not in love with this green on this deeper green. I feel like it probably would have looked better mixed with some of the darker shades in the Waiting Room palette. But I'm going to go with the shade Neurotic, which is the nice, like a chartreuse shimmer shade. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying that word, but let's put this one in this inner corner. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, I wish I would have just put this all over my lid, and then I could have just added it to my inner corner too. It wouldn't have been a big deal. Do you see how bright that is? Oh, I love that. It even looks more bright than the other eye, but this is supposed to be like your darker, smokier eye. And then this one's like the having fun, brighter, Beetlejuicy eye. We're deceased over here and not over here. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I like how my look turned out today. It turned out pretty good. I think I'm going to go off camera now. I'm going to add lashes, my mascara and stuff, and then I'll be back and I'll show you my completed look. So I'm back and I finally have my lashes on. Not that you could tell. I put some, I put an eyeliner in my waterline too. I did brown on this eye, and then I did a green one on this eye. But here's my look. I'm going to give you a close-up of the look that I did today. I like it. I love how this eye turned out. I'm not as in love with this eye over here, but I think it's just because I used that deeper green, and I feel like it probably would have looked better with some deeper tones. I feel like it would have looked better if I would have used my inner corner highlight like all over this lid over here and used it in my inner corner. It probably would have looked fine if I did that. I just feel like this, I don't know. I feel like the purples need to be darker to go with this green that I have on my lid. But other than that, I do think the palette performed good. I didn't notice any patchiness with the purples. They blended out really good. I wish there was some deeper tones in the purples. I know that's supposed to be like the brighter, more colorful palette, but I do wish there was like, I wish they would have probably cut out this green shimmer, honestly, and put like a deeper purple in the palette or something. So I do think it needed a couple deeper shades. I would have rather them got rid of 2 shimmers and put like 2 deeper shades to put on the outer corner. But I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I do. I like the Waiting Room palette better than the Recently Deceased palette. This one, I'm surprised. I think I'm just getting more into the deeper, smokier eyes now. And I'm just loving it. I love the red shimmer that's on the lid. I like the like grayish red tones that I have on my outer corner. And I really like this one overall. This one is my better side. Just like the way it looks overall. I feel like this I could probably get out of any other palette I have, whereas this one looks more unique to my collection. I don't know. Which eye do you like better? Let me know down below. Which eye did you think did you like better? Do you like this eye better in the Waiting Room palette? Or do you like the other palette better, the Recently Deceased palette, and this side better? Do you agree with me? Do you think I should use my inner corner highlight all over my lid? Because I think this would probably change the overall look of it. And I did think about going over it with that, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is for now. It's already done. But this is my look today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you consider subscribing to my channel. And then if you ring the bell next to the subscribe button, it will notify you whenever I upload. That way you'll never miss out on any upload on my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Bye!